Good evening, everyone. Someone himself said, "Do now the Helevanja just Nanahemaa for major." As usual, mede and some enam and some echo chi echo bremai and emidini bro. So if you just tune in, just to remind you, this is WhatsApp Radio, the number one radio station in London. Making sure so when you were video and baby. And all of you watching us live on YouTube, we give you a big shout out. Making sure so what free wunya na ono so edina no abebo enkomoya edimo. Na uwo enyesi abruchi memwa unse usually when it's around this time of the year na na year ko winter inti ebiana ewiano ase bokakra ase wone bakakra. But this time no I will be a eba na ya roketo. Ain't mommy who baby bia if you're in Europe, if you are in Ghana, because Mati says no Ghana weather nenso assessa as this is here in Subia at all Ghana no and yasam get what does that means we've been talking about global warming, environmental change. Is that true? I would like to know your thoughts. Baby I would hear me free be a mamenta wonka na mommy who comments both on our YouTube channel or our Facebook page. Timamente won kawa and come on for one boom because it's here at the Akosu we are Sunday and yasem get to a grab. So Europe and I say UK have it's January and Sembia Baba and the Muslim about someone who was up there. A year Ghana radio, but then soon party UK net. Yana ain't in your maybe a boss 1 hour tree money at the moon some bro. Ain't it so you can out hear me? I'd like to know your thought. I'd like to know what you think. I would like to know how you feel about it, and I would like to know what you've planned towards it. Nasame de wo ko Ghana. What is happening in Ghana? Yeah, Beshas, yes, someone himself take a course or dear. So because then it's up now, no but twice a man as someone a demo. Now, Diana and I don't see who is in charge of security. Why haven't we been able to stop Galamsey, Asantene, and a distance me about Betuya? Me free no ma me the Ubeka or say 16 suspects in custody. Eastern region takes over the investigation. Sisiano Eastern region horns so ya chenko for system be a dear ma actually and conform who are cobo address is your positive for Ediomogu. Yeah, the moon some ebebro. Me the ukwa na me the word do on my Ghana me the free kumasi am the wako Eastern Indian na mati wesi. The center and overall, or see widespread corruption in Ghana. Are we surprised? I can't corruption as some corruption you'll be on, but it looks as if nobody cares about it. Nobody is doing anything about it. Do we actually want to change the word corruption? Do we want to eradicate that? I would like to know your thoughts. Me fi no ma me do be ko wa or say Pacho edino man kania na mo de achem or say Bagre Dam spillage sisiano someone name send near flooding air koso this week he ebi koso kumasi ebi akoso one cry na him say north there these sort of things with the entante wants them and so now what he mono ebi abasisia there you said we were talking about flooding. Oh my goodness, we are in the northern region. Not mama him say last week. Moti the buoy be a course so a one na ado. Now when penny be didn't be sim winning ba winning man now chudi no edia to comment or amame. The first person I beckon you met, you may never know. There might be a surprise for you. Or see the empty-headedness of the youth was good enough to vote you into power. Yes, senor, that is as a mikai. Now, when the case you do no mutino tikoto ajinimu We do not deploy soldiers to provide security for mining. Ghana could soon be barred from exporting cocoa coffee. A year upon Cromanesa, 1 1, 2, 1 as I say me, Ediwana. Na me jina so a won to me why be mo say galam say or say won to me degrading forest because he is an MPP chairman. Eh jina po and what to say media ba. Waiting Sembebre and then me de was some for me de bro na to stay in this conversation with me I am a boss and cause I could just want to wafaneja Samyama baby bia Michia Obaya Yoba Mobaho for Michia Mr. Nunu from Balamvilla Yechia baby. Without much I do no memma Kuku Achiamo Kuku good evening.
Hello, Nanahemaa.
Kuku say obe hey chiro ma make a crap. Yeah. And your mom would say.
Wait there, sorry. My crumbs crap.
Oh, yeah, yo, and she, and you want me to say, and dear because what joins me, and yes, I'm good too. Of the comes out. Sabro for and yes, I'm good. Aye.
Good. It was good. I mean, I did actually. Yes. As far as think was here,
na energy just say what's awareness and who say and I just say I don't know about because the last time about came
I say a jato baby your free emergency
emergency it's therefore so what did you my boss I call emergency service intimation montron to we know like I say obema came and makabia me pa enya agro now on the serious note how have you been because yet one can't actually pa awareness jumedi so I know say you are not regular every time you come here it's a privilege for us ain't yeah that was it. How have you been doing so far?
Great. Nana nyamia you know and samano ko say samano yina yaye hu bi agie ni kakra yaye adwuma so pa say enebe 14 days akwema the free you see
yes
so yina ye dwindwene ho ene no nti it is well
and it's good you mentioned that because I think the monarch is such an iconic figure and as an iconic institution in the United Kingdom and I think Queen by and how did you find about it? Because the thing is, how did you find the whole thing? Mamini Wui and I said, oh, we are na bibia than were you surprised or is it something I've also already bibia it's been organized? I shouldn't remember that.
No, Nana bibia no aye planning and bibia obe bia na was so ode o picture adiena the way I'm opesa adieno that is how I mobile planning the whole thing as the man is surprised and they say the planning nyina no bibia ko na kwem ebia na yen ye no se bibi ko tima hunu but omo planning ye no ye hu so bia be kan say na ye pese ye say na anko ye no bi en play ni role ni no so ni question say how did you see the organization in normal surprised but no I thought they be any almost surprised because omo you're very organized people na planning yen to me ye and even organizing ourselves to do things no grana a difficult kakra and about sa na amana ye say a surprise but they knew this day will come and they've planned for it. I read somewhere say the guy who was in charge of the planning, they gave him a head start, and he's been planning this for 10 years.
Yes,
10 good years.
So I read as well.
Yeah, and I was surprised there. So if things were not going well, one Okobusa Kwemada Zenti, I don't know how the whole thing was planned, but amazing. 10 years to plan this funeral. And that's why we are talking about it. Great. It looked very elegant, magnificent. Everybody is talking about, and that's what we want. I mean, I want to make say, it was good. It was good,
and it was interesting because when we talk about the way we view death, the way Sebi a monarchy, main for monarch said. I also read and it said, planning at the end over 10 years.
Over 10 years.
Over 10 years. Into every detail. And one of the things that during the Omoya at the end of life, me about up was Queen Noka said she needs to be seen. It's when they were even bringing her coffin. At that time, not lights, it's in so in the heads, light at them one, esiswa. Just say, Otiwa, Otimu say yes. Baby on Nambiano, Obia, Ehuni Pepe. Did that make you feel sad? Because and that Nipana no documentary, one of the things that Okaini said, that's why I queen no debiano or shed bright colors because she needs to be seen all the time. The queen needs to be seen all the time. Hence, there was a need. Say, even the coffin, the crowd pass it through. UK abontin so no. Usually car will be on the car there. You do inside lights. Then the driver no be one abontin, but baby or one light is in it so.
Nana, like you said, no, amazing. I mean, some of these things, who are not ubusa questions, just any ubusa, you busy who do you see how they, say, yes, so lights in the soul, from that kind of demo. I mean, before I talk about that one, did you see how Omo carry queen no body no soldiers no carry and they see your friend is saying
it's a platform be
that
the gun carriage.
The gun carriage.
Yes,
it was so beautiful. I mean, if you look at the way now, a body no move now. Nipe way arrow, be obi it was organization a time for planning this thing. It's so great. And I think say yes or him and obi no or nankasa ne plan car na e was a car also opese was 7 in my into so car opese be who time with the free yes. And that is why planning cars and I will be between who no so lighting so everybody should see him when he is living, she is living. Is it not great?
It is wonderful. My main call a year Ima so at this time. Say Ima are joining a studio ha na menchia Ima so say it's been so great. Say ma Ima my member also sana ohima ewi ekoi. How did you find it? And what was very interesting for me, is I don't know what was your highlight of it, but to see set nipa ewu na it was kind of both was serve kwekuaka say ohima say yenye say inti yaye say amano. How is your recount of the whole thing? Mamenko Imaso.
Ana medase say me fapenya so achiatie for sane normal ekoye ewo himba no em say bibia efe nana o hwe sane ekoye na the reality say eye year na eso but the simplicity of the arrangement, right? You crop and came say hwe yi na be kwakoda that day umpie be choti. Number 1. Number 2, nana nka obetina esu ni ade ni nuane ni ade bebre. It's beautiful, so simple. And it was the number of days morning ni ade na were there. No fee had that honey for all this some of this. But if you look at how the whole thing was organized, in fact, my information as it said, the funeral has been planned over 20 years ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
4 years.
Yeah.
Over 20 years ago, it's been planned. And he said, and they say, everything has been on paper. And that is the benefit of planning. A part of the world, everything is by accident. Yam planning be any see an Dimricana, Quadu, Ama, here, way and whatever. But it's a natural end of the old lady. And I would say it is something that I may say you be seen as part of our system. I mean, holistically, or here music anyway, yes, any na it be no African, any carbon here. Men can say as can come, right? But you can see, say, as much as Nipani or Kessier I remain not yet so straightforward and simple.
Mami Bissau Assembly Ima now the death certificate of the Queen has been released and it's been said she died from old age. And him say 2 days before her demise, no, your new Prime Minister Eko Chiano. And how did you feel, say, you really see the death certificates in the cause of the death to the public? How is your thought about that?
You are still waiting for
Nana, one interesting thing, and it's I don't know, but the first time a coronation was televised was the Queen herself.
Yeah.
And the father, is it the uncle? I think, to be precise, wasn't. It wasn't televised. Yeah, that's the first time, and the first I think to be on the throne for over 70 years or 70 years. She saw a whole lot about life. And so she wanted things to be that open. And I think society is growing. These are the things we have to learn ourselves. To see how Ghana, whatever. But they also come from all these stages over time to come to where we are today. It's not, to me, it is just to tell the whole he said, the death certificate, whatever it is, it should be as it is. Or question 70 years, or to me, performing the duties in the past 2 days. Yet to me can say he died of old age. I'll beg to differ because my own father, right, died similarly at home. At home that day, sorry, I don't pay no. Or no, on the mobility, or could carry already, or non could carry, but mobility or a soon made the back. Exactly. Not but the bedroom not one powder and papa powder that kind of thing. And so or kind of a branch in one said if you go Ghana. Just after a honor he passed on.
Oh wow.
It is possible say or perform duties because at the time and yet it is strenuous duty and that's why he didn't come to a Buckingham Palace or any other place where he wanted to be, you know. So my driver all the way to Scotland to Balmoral. So I believe say it is the case, but what I'm learning from it is they are just trying to be transparent with situations. Now ya rahu be up in some tumabina ya be can and say be actually.
Yo, my main call, kwekuso. Now no yenim say krom had the bibia this week there is something very huge about utility bills, and I know since the Ukraine war, no, a lot of things have changed that has hated the West and Europe. This week, Saturday, 1st of October, I see utility bill no is rocketing, and the cap also up to about 2,500 for every household. And yet enonkwa in himself or kwesro eduane kwesro. How do you feel, say in himself say be Africa na nyoma say to be specific Ghana to nyoma. Now looking at the trend, you know, how does it make you feel?
Nana, Meda say, and when you ask me questions like this now, I don't want to speak in the area of an expertise. I'm just talking as an ordinary person who is living in a country whereby things are changing and I can feel it, I can see it, and I can talk about it. Idea back one mintiase and a layman's because Obi can say with the sanity here, Oko school directory, your economy, and the way economy, no, you know, people plan economy, no, planning we are whatever it is, no, you and one a friend say, oh my papa. The mean just say, surprise of Sanomana air cost running in no. Again, a man of cost. A short to a short. And now say, into Kwana Abana, Omodiato say, oh, into Kwana Abanintina, in Crofonus moon. And now say, Omino and a pair can be so GCK free and ewo a month for some ediama. I'm just talking as a lay person who doesn't really understand economics. What can I say? So you ask all these questions. I'm saying social a normal cost and so a month for butum and cost rate. And no that and I'm hona kwesi kwatin ba no say okay so normal cost rate was ye de sika ye den e ma amanfo no kakra no mutumi e de ekusuon mo kakra se na ebe ya ahoche no ebe ba fom kakra eno so okoye no esi sika no
interest rate
cost rate. In other words, the government want to do something to support the people.
Bank of England,
they say no, yes, I need run the economy. So woman say on no maybe and it's so difficult. And I'm talking as a lay person who don't really understand economics, and that's why I'm talking like this. We have an expert over here who is an accountant, who is chartered, and he understands some of these things and the financial implications in the So I believe some of these things. Now, could you really explain it to how I hear because we don't really get it. You know, as a media, hamming, measurement tiasie. Say we see you expert now experts no to me a chair see kakra.
Yeah, where that my main call Imaso say kwaku e de ababetu from CCR no. Uwo yuka bontia. Sometimes makes people feel like Ghana because CCR and I don't know if you go to the shops and now tomatoes. Not tomatoes no bako 20p. The following day, I'm not talking about week, the following day, Obakono nebia kakra. This thing has been going on, and I can testify because I've been taking notes about these sort of thing every day. And and before no, and your makosro pa ebianka 5 pb, and I say 6 pb, but they are now 2p. This time no. It's because of 15p. Baby milk, for instance, is so expensive. Mamin ko imaso imadi sebi like we said no accountant. Can you give us a little bit of insight? What is the struggle between the Bank of England and the government? The government trying to cushion, and the Bank of England, CCIC, first-time buyers, people who even want to go into property, is most likely say, "Omobe to me." And they want to kind of delay that before they go into the property ladder. And now, yes, because of interest rates, now, yesterday I spoke to somebody who wants to go even and rent. And what is funny about rent, and they said, no, it's not even about a dine rent. Now people bid for it. It is to rent, It say my friend said 2-bedroom house, a typical 2-bedroom house, this Friday, will be is going for about £1,800, and £1,800 now a landlord will be best me 2,000 will be say is the highest bidder who is going to get. This is what is happening in the United Kingdom. I mean, Imasu Imadi, or no, he's the expert, and I be able to me a little bit insights about this. Ima.
Yes, Nana. I would say to say the canon. It's not anything rocket science. It is a matter of the market at play. On said you say Obekaya say from COVID no. Say no kaya come market there be able to know prices every day 1p, 2p, 3p. The Chrome has P, so then say Ghana pesos. A more do kakra because Tesco motor back was say every penny counts.
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah. Zero little counts. And it's so precious to them. Now, Nana, what has happened is that over the period, no, because of COVID, no, the whole world, banks, central banks, brought their interest rate to near zero. Right? And for that matter, the moment interest rate goes near zero, nobody wants to invest or save. Because banks really took any share. So you use your money and start spending or looking at options of making a spend this kind of idea. Other means of maybe our top property or something to invest in something else. But I mean, a sort of purchases now, because in core bank, so core bank, then the bank will use the money, lend some out, and then bank lending out. A bank loans so much because interest rate is so high, and a bank rate, no, a commercial bank rate, no, something above the government base rate, the friend base rate. The actually say balance, and I say it doesn't encourage a sort of savings. It will be used to this car. And I just said there's so much money in the system. The Bank of England decided to cool down the inflation. So they are normal price that they ever come market now cost form. I have to increase interest rates. By increasing interest rate, which I say, it's going to bring down over person better bank because you see, I'm increasing interest rates. And you to do it to bank. Who savings not that's right. Who savings no a beba aba when your home fast so if you are first now if you have 1,000 to her the whole year you pay £10. May increase interest is you have to £50, and therefore you like to go and save your money to reduce the money in circulation. In this at the same time, no, because my understanding is no, basa no, so will calm down, right, and not put the money in the pocket of individuals on the market, but rather come to save.
So how does that affect the pound? Because now the pound is almost like the dollar.
We are coming there. And what happens is, in the previous time, no, the Bank of England is trying to stabilize inflation, and that's how the central bank fights inflation. And to increase interest rates so that you cool down the inflation spiral. Then,
inflation, in a layman's view,
inflation, and I say, you know, it's going to be brave. And see, send your banner, this capital bank, many to turn your mom, pay a penny idea. And Mahuno Bruno be offering demand and supply. Demand no higher because of the Charlie. See how this capital bank is useless. Amount for being so much. By so doing, no, we are many, and the balance are now. Nature say the demand is so high, supply also will be constant. However, don't forget say the impact of Russian wars are affecting in terms of normal air backroom. And another side has been our own friend is Brexit. I come. And the amount product in the import because I have to go through all the custom procedures. So by so doing, it's a brain they chase no market to one air. Therefore, send the sales result the almost no so says still amount for the top. Right? Some time pass not a layman probably small shops you call Italy what prefer to do saba. Be call well craft baby Latin America near the but see I say almost to be because of the but because of the cost of even going through border system, right? Or not agile. And you see a casa big shops that almost all means casa unity. Wouldn't say ABR one told no matter what where they are. And for that matter, why we are going to say about the Sunday say Sikabe brain they chase no mark a crown I want until to be obeba. And that's what brings about the inflation outcome. Right? The inflation nature say normal air cost because The able to see the amount for it.
Into
control price.
Yeah.
What's there? And therefore, dear Quadia. Mamenta, if you are in the United Kingdom, and that's United Kingdom, Ireland, UK, and in Pottermore, Mommy, I would like to know every crowd here from somewhere in Europe. Is it something similar over there? I would like to know your thoughts. CCI, utility bills, up. As from yesterday, government is trying to provide about £64 to cushion, but there is a cap of about 2,500 for every household. How are you feeling? Mamintie or comment on Mamintie or your views, how you're feeling about it? How are you preparing towards that? A dear Ben now, oh yeah, will fear. Emma wo asa adie we enko still baby. Mamenti wonka obi me and osisi no wo via na wash socks. Instead so be put heat in no e was no obesha socks. Obi so say wo draw no now din tama asha se na be drift no emba so that you can keep the heat in. Ebia na wo any technique be me patrol. Let me hear from you. The number is open right away. 0208-144-8773 0208-144-8773 and also call your Facebook page and now do comment in the do no ma and also you be kind in your idea ma moving on to my next topic. So topic radio, I just find it very interesting because it's something we've been talking about it. If you say, we do not deploy soldiers to provide security for mine and armed forces. F4 and ECAS also the Ghana Armed Forces has debunked report that some soldiers are deployed to provide security for mining films in forest reserve. The armed forces also reacting to allegation by the Mentia Hene of Bekwai, Nanako Sifrimpong, Kotobre, that military personnel provide security for mining firms, for mining firms, but GAF in a statement said that the allegations are false, and it goes on and on and on. Apart from Ohiniya Okase, this week here, a year or two for Otiko a year, a pega a penny or the Otiko and also about I can say, who is in charge of security? Why haven't we been able to stop Galamsey? Asante Hene and the castle said Asante Hene Otum for Osei to the second has questioned the failure of security agencies in curbing the illegal mining Ghana. According to him, despite many efforts and commitments by the government and the minutes, Galamsey is still on the rise. He made this remark when the U.S. ambassador of Ghana, Virginia E. Palmer paid a courtesy call to him at the Mansha Palace in Kumasi on Friday, September 30th, 2022. But the question is, who is in charge of security around the area? From the district level to the highest level, we are all talking about Galamsey. The government sets up military and police to do it. Why have we not been able to stop it? Maminfa sa enkomekweku maminfa enshase wo so ya kan Galamsey this week meaning some videos we call so social media, and where you see say a post for we say want to me asoja for ahemfo na is stopping. Galamsey when who is responsible for it? Now the chiefs are saying say Asante Hene mo ediaba sisi opposed for penny for soldier for penny for but say it's not their responsibility. How can we stop this menace?
Nana medase say ebani Galamsey na ade aye nyina wo say ye nibre ho ye pa because Ghana ye gudie na sebeta frache ene oman ankasa enso ene ye de goro atopre na opemso otumfo ayobia nanu drubelum okasa yeti no enti sisi amene okasa otumfo na ankasa ebusa say why and in charge of your security. And son or two for babies asano. Not just say there's been issues at air coso baby too good now. I'm say yen won't she yajin same. Enti ubusa say who is in charge of your security. Naima say overshare or mina ye woman. Bibia ye busy basa kakra. Meno ka say ye share jumedia say near can ohima ewu the way I planning a year esify. You were good year bebre wo man. You'll be a shasa say. Nyankopon de adom ye say em from moye mbra. Sika na egu ho na aban betumi aye nhyehyeye kakra. Se yemfa ekwan we so se na ebe ya betumi ayi a sika no kra na egu de ni yetu a ye betumi asan nya asase atena so no. Eno kra no yentumi emfa bibia ento. I quite remember about 2-3 weeks ago. Odike Eko can same be one of the radio stations. Me rare fee or your power radio say one of the radio. May say you're trying to was excommunicated, yeah. The same thing ya once in an ODK can say. Ain't a normal AC no. Enkasa normal way AC and sana utumfo and omudi a baya and gave a to assassinate down. Otufo eka say adia all can and say yes assassin ena aho won so aba o man mu no say goodie na dey call enti why na ebo o man ho ban this is the question onanka say nim mini why yet we don't know and so ye nim say abrofu no bi wo ho a soldier for ebo o ho ban minim say won video bi a cause wo social media about 2-3 days ago. Yes, Akonta mining. And se langa so se soldier for ena ebisu see wo chebi. Yes, chembi ahemfie tax force and miners. Etio exchange of guns and gunshots.
Yeah.
It was just a video na a hard drain. Enti adena yewo soldier for yewo police for yewo security na yewo omanya aban etiso na sa normal way nyina ekoso. This is the reason why Otumfo Ebusa say who is in charge of the security. It means that somebody is supposed to be in charge. But nipa na also in charge no nipa no enye na adwuma we disappear ye hu no because answer na ye di obi besi o say you are in charge of security no. It means that some of these things, you know, a idea you perceive you say betumi asi enti ye do see ho na o so e wo betumi abo wadwuma no be den e bebo ho ban enti no mo we ni o say si but say am no ka say nana esi ade ehu ne say kakra me hu ye ne say na etuo na amanfo kuta say e wo o man Ghana mo no ehu nana ehu first no near the impintimba ene sikan ene twitwa nkrofo ene de bronkrofo say tupa wait to and
ask yourselves where are those guns because not all of them are locally manufactured.
No, we are talking about pump action guns. Say that is what everybody want to buy. Pump action gun. Now I was watching one of the videos. Obi Busa say inti Ghana ni. Almost say yes, Ghana. Inti nana omani de say am no ka say. Ubusam say who is in charge? Minim because a normal was say ye Emma yehu say obi in charge no. Some no money nyina ye. Enti Otumfo Odibusa Obusa say who is in charge Odibusa minim enti saban nim so be in charge omeka omeyi Otumfo ano ne nyina ye who is in charge but say if there's somebody there who is in charge there not just a nipa no onye na adwuma yi because one asha one there hang ho ye nim say no kra there enka to betwa etuo ntwa ye yenka ho asem nwie ye say Akonta mining eba your friend was saying summer boy and so dear
yes I
had we don't know who is in charge. Media I don't know. See I don't know who is in charge.
Already before say member chance to go on or say the shooting incident or say the Eastern Regional Police Command has taken over the investigation into the shooting incident at Asamai Tamfoy in the Etikwa East District on Thursday. The incident is in relation to illegal mining activities in the area. Meanwhile, 16 of the total of 24 suspects arrested are in police custody in Koforidua. The 8 were released after a screening exercise by the police when it was detected that they were farmers who were arrested as part of the swoop. And it looks as if, say, illegal mining. That what I don't understand. My main call Imaso. Right now we talked about all these people, illegal miners, and is that the only way solution? Because maybe to want to make TPP to say, was it gold mines or was it gold? Was it gold mines? And I'm Mr. Meteno. Now, was it gold mine? I don't think I know ye galamse and wasem. Sisia obeti illegal mining, and no, and a bit to me aboyana in my member also. Illegal mine is that the only one? A bit to me I extract it. Minerals no Ghana a gold in a bauxite in a manganese nana. And I come back to the same question: who is in charge? Ima.
Not me that say. So the word illegal mining and the word is speak for itself. Yeah. Illegal no, tells you we are not using the right means to mine. There may be legal mining that I don't know. However, there's this word called galamsey. Nana, from my infancy, I've seen galamsey going on years. I mean, when I was a child. I mean, I'm talking of a young child. Back in the Western region, there was a town near my maybe my father, our farm, so I have an alata room.
Mommy, you say galamsey, do they do the right thing, Anna? Because all these galamsey, is leading to these illegalities, no?
Good. Nana, I'll call it there's a bit of a difference between the two. The galamsey we know those days were local guys. Right? A form now. No moangsa. Those days, they ran a walk. Pickers a bit too. But to be able to extract the gold. At the time, mercury near the end.
They didn't use mercury.
No. Mercury near the end. Almost on it, and they can see then they take it home and go and process it in their own way. So that was galamsey of the days we knew. And galamsey knew that word galamsey near ABA and saying a good about what it was is they were not taking anything to Riverside to go and process it, right? They just all they did is they bring it out, bring it to a town, nearby town, or village or whatever, and process it and try. That would mean somebody used to some of this say a journey at the AB. They do that, they process it and they get the gold. The illegal mining we are seeing today is where people are bringing excavators and machines, and there's a machine they call champagne. The champagne is like a processor that is put at the mining site, maybe to a river, and they're processing normal. So no chiefing so no they are back on the mercury fra no they are processing gold no baby on point no so mercury so now say come back into the river. But Nana, the point we have here is into the legal mining and the galamsey, that's the difference. Galamsey is upiokuta pick and shovel. No, now how they almost it's been going on for a long time, like I said, which I know. But Nana, the problem we have is who is in charge. The question of who is in charge is a big question. Nana, I used to say, yeah, Ghana mine no penny for boy to say ping pong. We to another way, no we have to the point is that what kind of tune for SMCC here? Or tune for to a greater extent is something like a king of Ghana. I'm not saying he is, but he is like the king of Ghana. Not the king of Atlantis. That's the point. National House of Chiefs becomes, a law indirectly, right? Therefore, for to tell us, say or no, assassin also, by Ghanaian constitution, no, the land belongs to the chief and the
but
families.
Is it not interesting that even though the land belongs to the chiefs and the family, no, when it gets to mining and also be even discovered
under the land that belongs to the state.
The state. So
and that should
where
also
is
be held in trust on behalf of the Ghanaian, and the chiefs are Ghanaians. The president is holding in trust.
So the question I want to ask is, for me, I would like to know your thoughts. Otinecracy, maybe men and necracy be na ya discover gold be. Moheneno as I say an idea, but men run a woman belong to the state. Na obi politician be a ma obi krata say corner could extract that mineral. So in that case, Oba he's got this authority from the states. At the moment, assassinating your henene, but the mineral belongs to the state or whoever it is. So where is the line? Where do we draw the line?
Nana, let me tell you where we should draw the line. Nana, Mr. Lunu saying back when I say the buck stops with the leader, right? Or he make it to an or he penny be with the name. So he penny may have some of mine with the name. Some money might have some sort of original House of Chiefs with the name president, right? So therefore, say I inform Ghana. Now, let me give you a typical example of myself. My own father's land, right, was sold without our consent to illegal miners.
Right.
Right. And this was done by some chiefs somewhere. Right. The point is
baby assassin one here and I say then.
Yeah,
you don't need to mention the
that's not my baby assassin or here.
Okay.
But then the question that comes up that you ask yourself is why should that happen? I can follow the movie. On way or hineke twa say okay or hineke twa. But or hineke twa no does it mean maybe the senior or hine I be ever fan say or my hine or something no will not be aware? Does it mean two sides? Or we can say DC or area or police force and say soldier for border guards or whatever or question and say is he not aware? So the point is, they are all playing games. Now your friend is saying, or the presidency will put on the line for Galamsey. But you say or no name Crawford want to take Jubilee House or Grand Kings, King Kongs.
Have we got evidence?
No, only you see the word named here, and yes, meaning. But these are some of the stories you hear. And Nana, look, member example in here, me GAD. This gentleman, Akonta Mining, Chama want to me. I bet try read a TV, national TV. So there you go.
Gold, editor.
There you go. I mean, pillars.
No go back.
That's right. Pillars of gold.
And then we go to comb.
Gold. When you change we not so in a day, we have about 1.5 million Ghana, $1.5 million US dollars a day. Right, Nana? Are you telling me there are no policemen in the country? GRA is there. The customer of GRA is there. Has anybody questioned him? In tax can inquire IMF. Say can you every day tax here non Ghana? You shouldn't go to IMF. It could be a lie with Ghana, but where have you proven that? Say no. So these are the issues, Anna. Say yan share ye na there be a be blame will be and a way say media and say that's how they are playing us. In the end, say the entire leadership, right, from our religious leaders to our friends and traditional leaders and to our executive leaders or government leaders. And that's what they are doing. But Nana, me fear back for today is that, and I mean him say, what say? Oh, there is this thing that happened in Asia. Disabled. Nana, you should be waiting for that in the next 10 to 20 years. I'll tell you for a fact. Because the extent of destruction of our water bodies in Ghana is alarming.
Hey,
yes, because so I've seen rivers.
It's here for dear. Ima all proposing no whether or a prophet. I'll say in the next 20 years, if you're not very careful because of the exposure of mercury and these toxic substances, no, he wouldn't be surprised. Or see, oh no, dear, I'm not prophet of doom, but we need to be very, very careful. My main do you think illegal mining or whatever Galam say they calling it, no? Mommy, how could we stop it? And I would like to know your thought. Who is responsible in stopping galamsey? Kwaku.
Yeah, Nanahemaa, you know, can be na me de pa. Or say abandoning the movie. Na they are playing us. There was a time people were complaining about galamsey.
Yeah.
And they saying normal. And then Nanado Ba also I mean, first also the presidency. Actually, no, Nansay Muntemo. Almost so many important machines I the galam say no.
But said they started burning excavators.
No excavators is different. Now Oma bringing in some small machines. They almost say the big community mining. Now this community mining, what this community mining has done, and I said, is giving the opportunity for all the politicians to bypass whatever galamsey laws are to be part of the community mining. In Jubekono, now they are all part of the community mining. Yen na ye tu galamsey ni bi ba se say no the abaji atu mu say enye galamsey friend community mining. What's the difference? Enti the Americano say abani ni mu be no. That is where me feel say abano enimu because say say if the community mining aba na matro mo ekwanya e was say too gold no man enu was still no the water bodies no etumi say no enu also otumfo otumi busa say who is in charge. It means say even the ekwana o mafa so kra na introduce this community mining enu kra maybe west Senegal am say no but change of name keke intermediate ubusa say who is in charge, who should we blame? The boss will always stop with the
leader.
The leader. That is what I will also say. And okay, sorry, okay, otumfuwe yina. Or say a year or two, or say the way now happen this way, no, it's a problematic. The way now happen this way, it means there's a particular way. I didn't happen in the engine.
So does that mean, sir, and I'm trying to, what I don't understand and I'm finding it difficult, every Ghanaian as we speak is speaking against galamsey or even this, let me put it right. Every Ghanaian BI is speaking against illegal mining, right from Akwalaya Wono, and now as soon as Obe Statisa or Kasa to Yempenim for a suffer for new BR. But that is very interesting, say. It's very interesting, say. Obekono, say some of these no yahin before being ketwe politicians and penny from come once time. Is it because say if there's a law and there's a law enforcement, who are you? And if you've started kind of punishing people for Wena, who are you to stand? Does that mean say our even the governing the law na govern no it's not strong enough and more the lawmakers no they feel say it's just there in black and white but we are not actually enforcing it
now media these things we've been having debate about it for a very long time. Okache politicians say you know, when they are coming to vote, when they are coming for your vote, they don't tell you, say, Sister Osuba and Son vote to Ama. Immediately you vote for them and they get power. Now, Kachom say, look, we a quan we own ye, Okasobe, or Sister Osuba, anything to me. From what you are saying, Nana, your military never war, no, they've got nothing to do. Right? And the military is not independent because a president, and that is why I find it so difficult to say you blame president. Now people say we shouldn't blame the president because it's the president who employs this whether it's IGP or the one who the Minister of Defense.
He appoints everybody.
He appoints everybody, yeah. And then when things are not going on well, yes, he won't to me can say president. Say enko year. Who do we blame?
So how about Sir Info? Because this week I don't know whether you've seen some of the captions that are out. Info who are involved in this. Why should it go? Say Sebi who krum no biaba na or say assassina is a bad enough. But you yourself getting involved not only what about those people?
No, it's all about the game that is going on. Almost assassinate you almost the free say. Ye mama for ye the respect ama ye penny for ena omo fa asye edi tu at egudie no edeko. And if that is the case, why can't we do it ourselves? This is what is happening. It is the power play. Because Ghana from penny for no look, authority away. There's no power as no authority.
Mami bisa kweku yenim se Ghana sebi yenananom sebi asori ne sanu manoma ye kaso because de nyame bewe anye do things ye sha say did you abo adwuma betimi stop here na because because we need to there should be a way.
No, I feel say we have to get a government who understand what the damage that this thing is causing to the country and have a vision about what is going to happen to Ghanaians in the next 20-30 years, like Yima said. Bibia Nanahemaa, everything is about planning. Sikana ye tu no, you bet to me to Sikana ene. Utu Sikani ye, no china oko pension out of Ghana no nye bintoa. Okoya na buy. We should know things that are very important to life. Sika very important, but it's not everything. We can have so many ways to have money, Even look, you bet to me Jessica Sanka. We can even use that as tourism. We can even take people there, go and see gold man, they treat you as and we can take money from people who want to come and see be there. I mean, people go and buy snakes. They haven't seen snakes, they haven't seen snail, they haven't seen. Look at Kenya. And then a Kenya war. All that they have is the animals, a guhoya, a profu kokofe. That is what the money they are getting from tourism, that is what they are using to run their country. We've got so much in our country. Why do we have to damage our own land? Why must we damage it? And sana yet to me, I did. But I know yaka and union answer no. Nana Obie ni wa asasi otisono, obeka se me seno. Na metu agudie ni wiama me nya baby na. Ni nyina ye amukyere.
Kom.
Se amanfo otwa kokogu. Efi amanfo timo no. Ye tu asiye ye tu galamse wase ye de ma.
Edan ni nyina hange ho.
Can you imagine how dangerous this thing is? And so say we are in a desperate times and people are taking desperate decisions for their lives.
Imaso. And also we're spending time on this big part. I really want us to exhaust it. This week I've seen a video where it is a town one. You two golden free abontia manaba baby. And na yefa a dynachino, yes, two makura obi dem. Now who say impassive? Just say, how we are desperate, but don't we have common sense?
Nana, I think there's one thing every time you forget. You see, the essence of leadership, right, is to influence the followers.
Yeah.
To follow what is right. Because and that's why leadership is so important. Well, every time we are in Shanoma theory. But one leg of leadership has to do with administration.
Yeah.
You administer things. And another leg of leadership, right, is for you to make decisions and influence your followers.
Yeah.
What we have is, Nana, why should somebody be able to date copy them? And you're non Nana, what about earthquakes here? We don't want to be woo. Earthquakes here don't want to be woo. BBC or non-qual, they will send on answer you or not for two no woo. But earthquakes here, what happens to generality of the society around Nanahemaa? Nana, look, I have a typical example. Now, me call on Asenkrigwa Road. Nana, you took a pine at a asphalted road, very beautiful road. Now, road no be a one. They don't say a boom pa, but almost crazy. I mean, it's beautiful road. Nana, you took I'm saying I'm a road, not a cave in. A road that's less than 15 years or something like yes. You took I'm saying what say I'm a road not cave in. I started road not cave in.
And you move to no. Authorities, you know.
These are the questions you ask yourself. I am funny chrome off one idea. Obi right? But these are the issues. So leadership must take this up. DC or whatever of the area quickly must cause the arrest of some crop for Nana ABNC Yamhubi. Or Nippana to occur. Sister go no or no China. Me no yet Ghana. Or no see our cotton nane ako Bobra Pabi or China.
Oh, was I say or
that's right.
Oh yes, recently.
Oh, no, somebody Oh, but did you know, sir, this week there's been I would like to hold on. Even Ghana cocoa's been kind of bad. Yeah, Barney. Yes. I don't know whether you've seen the caption, but I don't want us to push there. Now, maybe say, yeah, stay on this because I want us to for me, Mami, Mami Kope's camera because and then come on, the papa, and I don't want us to miss anything out.
I love this station.
Casting Advisory is what you need.
Are you looking for business solutions that will serve your needs? Look no further because Casting Advisory is all you need. Casting Advisory is a unique advisory firm that provides specialized solutions in tax and business planning, audit and assurance services, company secretarial services, corporate advisory, corporate training, tax policy advisory, charity registration and accounting, gift aid for churches and charitable organizations. Our understanding and industry experience provides a cutting-edge software solution tailor-made for your firm. Locate Casting Advisory in the UK, Suite 4, the Generator Business Center, 95 Miles Road, Meacham, Surrey, CR4 3FH, or call us in the UK on 020-840-81520 or 078-867-15702 or email us at info@castinggroup.com. And in Ghana, locate Casting Advisory Suite 5, the first floor of the Zerka Plaza, Tetegu Junction, Southeast Ranger off the Kaswa Highway, or call 0249-700-075. Casting Advisory, the delivery of excellence redefined.
Casting Advisory is what you need.
Trinity Driving School, your #1 driving school in the UK.
Did you know that they're equipped with professional driving instructors who will teach you to pass your test with ease?
So, if you want to pass your test, please look no further.
Contact Trinity Driving School on 07507 116997.
Trinity, safe and responsible driving.
The minute you walk through the door, you'll feel so secure, knowing that you're right at home and you're with family. The welcome you receive is just a start. There's always a smile to warm your heart with the Jamaican National Family. It's the little differences that set us apart, like the love for you that's in our hearts. The pride we feel comes shining through. We care about you, we really do. So proud to be Jamaican National. The welcome you'll receive is just a start. To see you smile just warms our hearts. What a wonderful feeling, a safe and secure feeling, being part of the Jamaican National Family. Being part of the Jamaican National Family. Being part of the Jamaican National Family.
What up, radio? I love this station.
Yo, HA4, welcome back. If you just tune in, just to remind you, said this is What's Up Radio, #1 radio station in London. May you with video no and kobebia because and some na yeke kano and some emu rem ebia and I will share wherever you are watching us from, be it YouTube, online, and I say a yeah and Facebook page. I'd like to read your comment. I'd like to hear from you. Why who is responsible in the securities of Ghana when it gets to illegal mining? Because this year it has come something like a canker. Or mining I have for 4 years soon a year politicians or soon. Timamu 4 years soon. Ima made a very important say we say the amount of chemicals I especially the mercury. We all know how it can't be toxic to our lives. He wouldn't be surprised that in the near future, no, Sebi, Ghana, future Ghanaians, no, probably a bebo yen and as a bebo mofrano, na omu disabled. And if that is where we are heading towards, where is the future of Ghana? Ain't you obey to me at the one what come on him number 0208-144-8773 0208-144-8773. Moving on to our next topic.
It's about Galamsey, but I was just thinking about a kakra with a young family time. But we have to know, say, money doesn't always bring us happiness. And we can have money and do everything and damage our environment. But happiness now, if it's scanning the brain, it will never bring us happiness when maybe I send Ghana for mummy and fee and one idea.
So Koku are very passionate about or say money is not everything. If you're looking for happiness, and yes, you can. So I'll go to the Quran, Bono. Who's them baby? You better not TV show. What we are in the house, the can in the hole. Now, oh, Copa, obey Jawa, Kona, Zebi, Uja, Mom, the new idea.
Who was down to me,
I would like to know your thoughts. Next story. Yeah, who's in there, Galam? Say, right now, we don't even know as we speak. We don't know who is responsible for it because a year Ghana forces for about say they are not responsible for it. Otumfo about say who is responsible for it. In him saying Chabia and Otumfo was at UST now or Kabibi say or Otuna him for say who or Hena Ubehun say Wama hu kwai near sawa wasase so no who betchere sisi ade no ekoso Ghana that now, what is causing this? We all know it's a problem, it's a canker, but nobody is kind of being responsible for it. Is it the government to enforce that? If it's so, also the wabino ebeto so we want to see a show boy, we want to see action. Our next story, also corruption in Ghana has become an endemic canker that is destroying our country and jeopardizing our future. The Ghana Integrity Initiative won in the 2018. The country loses as much as $3 billion to corruption every year. The 2021 Ghana Integrity of Public Service survey reports, which indicated that about the kind of crime to me embody 5 billion Ghana was paid as bribe to public officials in 2021 alone confirmed this estimate. Report from the Auditors General further indicated that infractions and irregularities in the public sector from the 2016 to 2020 amounted to about economy to me more 48 billion Ghana, 48 billion Ghana. In 2020 alone, the country lost about 12.8 billion Ghana to infractions and other irregularities committed by state agencies. The recent report for Parliament for 2021 financial year also flagged a total of 17.4 billion in financial irregularities, and it goes on and on and on, which is an increase of 36% compared to 2020. I just say yeah, dear kwa and not your na a little bit down the line, the story. And also the Ghana scores over recent years also depict the deterioration of situation of corruption in Ghana, consistently declining from the scores of 48 in 2014, according to the 2022 Afrobiometer survey. About 77% of Ghanaians believe corruption is in the country has increased compared to 33.2% who believe the same in 2017. My main fact story, I don't know which gentleman who would like to pick it up. Yeah, moving on from Galamsey, who, as we speak, you don't know who is responsible for it, but we've got clear laws that actually Nipa or Ghana, but nobody is owning up for it. Now we're talking about Galamsey, and we're even talking about government agencies involved. Can you imagine? Say, and yes, say individuals and that's a private part. Private firms. We're talking about government agencies. So that means these are and a kind of one answering about over 70% of Ghanaians say corruption is going on. How could we stop this canker as well?
And I think when it comes to developing countries like Africa and in all the developing countries in Africa, no corruption and the reason why I was here and I say Emma Abraboni Yedin Emma Ebinum, a common social amenities, they say hospitals, schools, and in normal. Eban say corruption sesika win no. Enya ade to me koye say ejuma we. People are dying just because somebody is taking sika e was ye de ejuma bi. You see hospital bi, you see school then bi, you ye road bi. E bi o ha car kwan na edia
say must say a quine be asking.
You know, the minister is there. You can't corruption now. One word, but I think we have a lot of things that we do that can be classified as corruption. It's not just the bribing the person who is giving the money and the person who is receiving the money. The people who are supposed to take certain decisions and they close their eyes to it because they know say they are onlookers. They know say, oh look, every way make let me say that one because in Ghana no amafo bebree adwuma no omo ayape adwuma amomo enti so kwose ho a even though adwuma no ye Ghana de no for the fact say obi na am opportunity no say nipa no ye bone a ontumi nka ene I was reading an article about Tavistock NHS, and there's one lady who has taken the whole NHS to court. Simple because or say ye for so racism theory on her, and she doesn't want it. And you know, she's taking the case to court. But one person, she's taking the whole institution NHS to court, and she's got support. Now she's gone on internet and I say Amanfo should support her because she need money to pay the lawyers. Go fund me. I know when I'm not going to about 30,000 pounds so already in the account are able to fight the people want justice. Okay. With the corruption, Nana, it's so difficult. We can say it. But the more now the more now who be a corruption because I bet you so common say everybody is involved in corruption
even in
now,
church.
Even in church and corruption nobody can see corruption. Up to a point that people who are engaged in it are still saying say media be near corrupt. Now let's start from even people who go in for government contracts. Like road construction, schools construction, school building construction. all these contracts are yedima amount for. It is so common nowadays. Say you have to pay 10%.
And those people, you ask yourself, that have they got a technical know-how?
Ask yourself, say, have they got the technical know-how? Nana, that is another thing. And you know, you are selling a contract to someone to go and do a road, construct a road for Ghana. For Ghana. And someone is sitting somewhere and says, for the first say, we want your opportunities or constructing road, you know. I'm going to take 10% from you. Why? Because I'm a minister. Why? Because and I'm a son of a contract. Why? And yes, I be true. Why? Because what mama is kana yen chauka.
Mami bisa kweku, what take bribe ewo Chrome hada? I know say I've put you on spot.
Yeah.
Chroma, have you ever paid bribe? And I say obetua obika for a service you need ewo Chrome haseyana.
In fact, emra me ba a half of run. Minya yanka metia ba me pipe me hwehwe nkrofo za me ntumi anyo obia. And this scanning that sukuta me up to now. This is what we are talking about. I'm not saying say chromo hano nana corruption in here. That is not what we are talking about.
Yeah.
What we are saying is that when corruption becomes so common to extend say if you call now you tina or line more I was so to me chia baba neka no you free line mo de coffee that is very bad. And now say ye chesika ama obi a oko constructing road for Ghana ko nanim na uji ni ska. That is not acceptable. I don't mean how ye betumi aka corruption asem ama omo ye involved na ti ase say de mu ye no enye o ti ase omo ye nyina no doesn't even seem say they are doing anything wrong. Oh, sir, men are my page, mama, no one, baby. Many be influencer. Ain't you know, Madame for back me money or a contractor. Why a human area, no? I be Tianacano. Oh, so good chia cat and Sunday releasing the sika then. Aman. Forget about that. One Saudi sika, I call bank, my Ghana. Yeah. You still have to pay. Some people have to pay for the bank to count their money and put it there. Yes, I will be the line watch it. And people don't want that. Of course, na omo line mono there. Omo yemwa omo ni baby ako. Me de aba bottle bako. Me de bro. Jina kai na ye dem mame. Na mame me nko baby am pese ko. All these things no. How do we stop them? How do we stop things like this? You go to Ghana, so be buawa. It's an opportunity to take money from you. To say, ahotre is a way of making money. So we create environment whereby and people are using this ahotre to siphon money from us. Minim benefita. Getting involved. Corruption, but it must be sweet. I'm so corruption here. That's why you to me.
Mommy call Ima so Ima, the same question I want to throw to you. Say we Chroma say Ache. And I know thankfully with customs you has anybody and have you ever, and I just want I know that you put me on spot. Chroma as your duty to obey a offer and you wanna obisa obey a offer to ebia ni way or the abano say I want to pay my way so that you wait to me I then I'm maintain man. Has it ever happened?
It has never happened. My duty and my role as an accountant is only to go within the context of the law, right? And then present what the HMRC or any other authority might need. About all the evidence will be there for you to prove. Then I can say be true. In fact, what we call tax audits. Your maybe a client be tax also you about checking the records, maybe the VAT records, the company records now. She said corporation tax. So is it the right one? And we do. Sometimes will be a couple, maybe a dine one disclose, maybe a income be, maybe a check on Jabanasa. We go to defend. Nana, me could be and chair. This is a typical example. And chair barely. About barely 3 months ago. Nana, Obi about be Juma. Na adwuma ho na ye man a drink e wadwum ho. Onye. Drink
Cup of tea.
And yes,
Cup of tea.
Onye. That's it. Onye.
Influence.
Who influence the decision? And this all from each member see. Well, full M7 somebody call the trot the buy, you say train the buy. I don't know for sure. But that is how the system works. My year going for a long time. But seriously, HMS go farm. A bit more hard. Many more areas of accept. I mean, who know that? And once the phone, so I send the email. Yes, I disagree. Bring this document. Who know that? Oh yeah, they come on the bribe. This one bribe never email who come on. And these are the realities. But you are talking about corruption here. Nana, make sure the remedy of corruption say is dishonesty or criminal offense.
Dishonesty
or criminal offense. That's undertaken by a person or organization. It's person, but organization itself can also do that. That's entrusted in a position of authority.
Entrusted
in a position of authority. Into authority is loyal, sir. We do a friend saying, Kotoka, now say immigration officer, and I say, because of authority, no, yes, I want to work it. And in order to acquire an illicit benefit, or not acquire illicit benefit for himself, or abuse of power for one's personal gain.
Nana,
I just look at this because Nana, why should it be said that we are plummeting in the ratings of corruption? Nana at some time past nan NBC at the time it was Mahama. Corruption has so therefore about is some
it's under the table.
When I look at things today, I ask myself in Africa, you be the big because we are all here and praising another time. But now some of the things we hear and we read, we don't see it because we are not that close. But some of the things we hear and we see is sad. Nana, just this afternoon, maybe Fifi and will be sending me a message. I think St. George, after some article, the article in Facebook, who said there has been a development, said the new MD, I appointed to a ECG. Someone said, yes, ECG, you can charge it. We ECG top up for about the past 4 or 5 days a week. Yes, not only it was a year foreign, they almost say a computer glitching, they say a year foreign again. Locally, this is a year, yes, but this is from St. George. Say, Sadiano, a internal staff, IT for because the man is, this is, they say, not a day, no, a month, amount for 200 million Ghana cedis.
Hey,
in the month, into certain accounts, man, they investigate it. And then said, those powers that be may have contacted the IT department to cause that mess. So to be able to make it easier, say they palm the new managing director. If it is true, it's coming from St. George. He's a politician though, but that is Ghana for you. I won't doubt it until I get information to the contrary. Because it's the first time to come out. And then I started a tree of fluma, adding, but Nana, the whole thing is, should the system work, no, these things can never happen. But those at the top in the curve of affairs, no, are the ones who are making this thing faster because they themselves, about this are easier.
Sabotage.
Because like you said, no, it's dishonesty by people in authority.
That's what it is.
So that is what it is. It's got nothing to do with an ordinary person who doesn't know his left from right. I mean, all these things are being done by people in authority. And they have to be ashamed. They have to be ashamed. They have to be ashamed.
So, Mame, bro, how could we stop corruption?
Nana, it is the leadership. Nana, Obekaya, maybe a pahom, name Ebia, and Sabina, a young was a Rolling style. Right?
You can you find them.
No, you can prepare.
Then you go 1979.
yes, Rollins was never God. He is not him as a person, but he is a leader. Therefore, I would say he erred at certain points. But I said corruption went totally down.
Because of the will to fight it.
To fight it, that's the point. The willingness of the leader to fight it, to wherever it appears. And the moment that happens, then you have solutions to the problem. Now, where the leaders themselves are part of the cartel, because they say a corruption has a 10 billion bar. If you are not 6 billion, now one man 100 much 4 billion. Therefore, at the end of the day, you need to power send a man for life.
Yeah.
Into the question with your that were butchery or normal for the man. And that is where. So now until leadership.
Almost share Achimota Forest.
Kwakusi amonyena almost Achimota Forest, and so per se your coach corruption. I have to go to Achimota Forest. How can we actually stop corruption? Obviously, Ghana, corruption, no, yet I saw you numa. This week, I saw this video where we have some, US, there was a summit. Then I say, I don't know whether it's Commonwealth countries or by head of states, reps. Now, all the African countries, reps, no mobile, they were at the top hotels. Now, journalists don't follow them, and some of them, the kind of shopping or more, and no compare our country, the way and for every to the extent that some of their countrymen were living as low as $2 a day, but the kind of shopping they were doing, extravagant. Ain't see, I'll say a cocoa goosey and Quachimoto Forest, Nayanko arrested corruption, so that because Ghana, about 77% of Ghanaians see corruption, and this is even at the government institutions. So the also dear mana or person or one and the no come and the have you ever experienced corruption? And now Obiajo bribe bidder. And I also wait you bribe now. Mamento come or commenting. I don't need to disclose yourself if you call in. I would like to know how Obi Soon authority just to kind of get some form of bribery. Send a bear or between Mamente Wonka will experience any government institution, be it health ministry, be it financial ministry, be it education, baby Mamente Wonka. And yes, I'm so would you have also Mamente Wonka. Moving on to the next story. I know say we talked about Galamsey, you're talking about corruption. Another thing which is becoming another canker. And then the canker yeah. Now I know say as many of you will agree or might decide to know say Bagre Dam's spillage ravaged at West. Some communities in the northern part of the country continue to suffer from the ravage of the Bagre Dam spillage, coupled with intense downpour being experienced in the area. Many flood-prone communities, including the Wa District, this Wa West District in the Upper West region, has been cut off to relocate to a higher ground, whilst others are putting up with families and friends. Some of the affected communities are Gonjolo, Jambuso, Viari, Balawa, Talawana, Dino, and the Wild West has a population of 99,187, out of which 50,926 are families with an average household of 6. Tiefriwa, Yeba Kumasi, and so I see Kumasi Central Market flooded victims appeal to Ekufuado. Or say the flood victims at Kumasi Central Market have called on President Ekufuado to report and to enable them to go back to their normal lives. Appeal comes after over 400 lockable shops at the Kumasi Central Market suffered massive losses due to the devastating rain that flooded in the area on the 3 occasions in just 1 week. About 1,000 traders who were affected by the heavy downpour lost items worth over 1 billion Ghana. And this goes on and on and on and on. Me, I grew up in Kumasi, and it was hardly would you even see Kumasi say a flooding. Now, even some areas you will never ever see say a flood in a seahono. You see flood. Misano all I see is a biakra, but it's not isano every year. Now in Suato. But now no, it's not just Kumasi. We've read about it's not just Accra, we've read about Kumasi. What that now why is coming almost all the big cities, no. and Obibe to me, I can say, obviously. Galam say he become home it's corruption ya can ya obi also the drainage system also mejuma. How could we stop flooding? The bia I don't know whether you want to pick this up or ima pepe say or pick this up because this thing is becoming unbecoming. How could we stop these things?
Nana, let me go on say kind of. I think say flood is a natural disaster. Sometimes, some normal way, idea is what you say. We don't have control over them. But idea back one I had in say, Nana, say, your mind now over foresight. Some normal way, ABC, the damage will be minimal. So, Osha ensure ya a toy wa any Kumasi, any flood ya bear. Any idea in show way to make also to make also flat. Say yen penny for our foresight. Share say okay story ni year, right? Nadmu for I can't say be now when you were reading through no.
Do you want me to read that part for you? So the National Disaster Management Organization, which is overwhelmed by the situation, has appealed to individuals and philanthropists organization for...
that's a briefing. Yes.
Mustafa said that situation has been
exacerbated
by the broken down wall of the Balawa Dam, leading to the swelling of
the stream that
crisscross the district
and the black water. So if you listen to even the NADMO director now, Wapapa, there was one place that you can't say, look, if you start saying that the Disaster Management Organization, NADMO, which is overwhelmed.
Who's in NADMO? When are they?
Wapapa,
what's mami?
I love this
session. This is a National Disaster Management Organization.
Oh my day.
Oh my papa.
Say
your way. It's your kitwa way at all. And you could see they are saying this thing has been exacerbated by the breaking down of the wall of the dam. And we couldn't even
maintenance.
We couldn't even foresee say this thing one day it should be made to me at all. I will be to me. What could Hamas make? One road now and Amsterdam over pass. The suspected said there was a problem. Road no a lose strength and kakra. Kona kosha adio mayo at the bridge in Ase. They have enforced the bridge. They were able to find a way to give that bridge another strength, a bit to me, more energy than the way now bridge. They can see. We are talking about foresight. And these are people in the authority. I mean, look, I'm not saying, disaster like this shouldn't happen. Enti the SCA, they see what California and they see what Ghana. And also there. The SCA what California say your friends there.
Tornado no. So that no.
Yeah, the tornado no see what California no.
Yeah, Ghana.
No,
Tornado
I Papa doesn't let Papa never buy another day more. And I go in there.
I mean, Nana, we are Joe, the nation that we sometimes can't almost say people think say can be a bit too much, right? But in some way shouldn't be a bit to me a funny bubu normal. We should be able to foresee some of these things happening so that we work according to them. Say the bear, say problem says here, you bet me at na say not more penny and casacran idea. Well, as you know, I quite say omu bida until crash idea we bet me say you know, organization is now begging individuals to come and support. Into your
well, senya oka nadmo no se nadmo abra menso or say koje our make a crabber.
Casting advisory is what you need.
Are you looking for business solutions that will serve your needs? Look no further, because Casting Advisory is all you need. Casting Advisory is a unique advisory firm that provides specialized solutions in tax and business planning, audit and assurance services, company secretarial services, corporate advisory, corporate training, tax policy advisory, charity registration and accounting, gift aid for churches and charitable organizations. Our understanding and industry experience provides a cutting-edge software solution tailor-made for your firm. Locate Casting Advisory in the UK, Suite 4, the Generator Business Center, 95 Miles Road, Meacham, Surrey, CR4 3FH, or call us in the UK on 020-840-81520 or 078-867-15702, or email us at info@castinggroup.com. And in Ghana, locate Casting Advisory Suite 5, the first floor of the Zerka Plaza, Tetegu Junction, Southeast Wager off the Kaswa Highway, or call 0249-700-075. Casting Advisory, the delivery of excellence redefined.
Casting Advisory is what you need.
Welcome back, and this is What's Up Radio. If you just tune in, just remind you say Ghana, a kanka, a koso Ghana, and Yamaya Bobosu, we talked about this illegal mining which is going on in Ghana, and now it looks as if there's nobody responsible for it. Ain't it? So we'll name anybody who is in charge of illegal mining security, how we can get rid of it. Please let us know, because now everybody is chasing that. Then we started talking about corruption. Kwako dear or say corruption no or Achimota Forest. So or say Konayo coaches no Achimota Forest. And now and it looks as if there over 77% of Ghanaians feel say corruption question. 30% over 30% for say and course but the Janam Bibi Janaba Nipadona HT say a question. Before say about na kwaku ekita afidie na all can say we're talking about flooding cases this year. I just to say Ghana right now. If you go to Kumasi, there never used to be flooding in Kumasi. Now Kumasi it's a flood issue. Almost in to the extent as to quite a tone, so all those areas in flooded. Now, why flooded? Kweku made mention of foresight and as a maintenance, and to the extent there is a mad nadmo. Omoboso no osisisia onwan kasano wapa aba.
Jack, Uti was up radio.
Ain't this nadmo apaba? Yeah, away to the bed. Then the people who are supposed to lead and making sure say we are protected. No. Or say what papa ain't or rely on philanthropies and kind people within the community to come and support. Kweku obe to me the come on up
ansana mema ima bemono question kakra na mebusa me feel say me say mraban we ba so no mo say omo ye dams since you to all this insurance ebetoni na it will be collected in the dams send be farmers no be to me use for irrigation. The idea I'm saying no abroad so now they are telling the farmers to stay away from the farms now, which is a sad story. I mean, meaning say Ima will be your Obeka account.
Koko, Ima. When we talk about flooding, before all we knew was Accra, McCarthy Hill, Accra, flooding, Alaju, Accra. And you not we, some of us, Yentia say, and then every year, beyond one cry, every day, flood. This is so how come we are not doing anything about it? Somebody will even argue, say, even a Cromha, there are some areas that every year beyond almost flooding issues and to do baby the insurance companies no cry but you see say that some form of system are put in place. Say flooding ne bar victims no they don't suffer. There's some form of bibi or why for them to be okay. Hardly would you see the fatality ever during these kind of flooding, because we move people around. Say dying their shiny content, insurance is there, they pay for it anyway. They say all time and the inconveniences. What they what's an crime? I mean, say when it gets to Accra, when him. Did you ever heard about why other central region? Because we heard of all this. What is happening and who is responsible? The same question I've been asking for every topic. Who is responsible and how can we stop this flooding?
No. The key is that it's only that we are Mr. Lunu, maybe will be
the bus stop with the leader.
No. We have appointed somebody we call the chief executive officer of the city, MMC. Is it MMC or
MMDC?
MMDC, yes. MMC. Yes. Or DC. They have various vantage points and they have a duty to prepare for it. They care on Kano. Nana, what happens is this is the Kano. Some of us who live in Accra. In the 80s, I was in Accra for a while, and it's going to be talked heavily. But so you have a senior call over time. I told you, don't say, but give it the next, insurance for the next 15 minutes. Go back into the Kole Lagoon and it will pass through the Alado area like the Sierra Canal. So these are the things you're going to see. In the past, yes, it has happened. But until recently, Kumasi, I have never heard Kumasi flooded before. Takrady, Sunyani, now all these cities in Ghana and even the northern part, right? I heard in soon the
people
get that back up and also had a problem. So that tells you you have a big issue to handle. But the point is, at the end of the day, Minister, one track, I will be from Abaye. Abaye says, a perform on also some the local authority for no Banam and here say, what park on no man, I said, be or baby, and ye on Baby Sika. On bet you see, I don't bet this kind of see Abaye, no Chua. Near this kind of corruption, I can let them on my doing. But the people who are supposed to make sure, say, the city is clean at the end of the day. So the City Council, now it's a metropolitan authority. Say,
authority crab account.
Obi, and to a entry baby, and also attracting from her. Yes, you can say, yes, sir, but still, you're too normal good, sir. But you have people who have been detailed to work or pick every single mess on the floor. Not and
all the 200 chiwa.
You pay the penalty as well.
But through that, they know say still a man for bear.
That's right.
My backup, I'm a man for a cock.
That's right. Yeah, chiwa. By a chodia, will be piaka. But chiwa, need somebody is doing that. So the problem we have in Accra is our gutters are all full. Nana, I have been in Ghana. Mena mo say, "Look how I obi. You so that talk about fridge, right? What actually got them because got had it free in the call.
A free in fear,
right? Baller to go some got of the common and it is the most common thing in Ghana. So no time mo kofa ball anamra. O hwe so no fa akọ. Baby I did not the enwe ho. We be in the I don't know. When can you organize these things? You have this chief executive, metropolitan executive, and whatever. What are they doing? And besides, the question I ask yourself again is at the top, where you have local authority government, you know, what is he distributing down there? By which means he will supervise what these chief executives are doing. Then from there, now say the ministry of local government or the presidency. So the system as it is, our systems are not working.
Enti me bo president or president no da or da normal say see na say amafo boni din or da.
Oh, I know they just say Kobisa Mama Rebecca.
In fact, the problem we are having as a people is we are not organized. Is it Nana? And for us to be able to come out with some policies, say you be vantage point, be a ball is a vantage point. Be a baby a fatum. One fact, I
think the last time I was in Ghana, I saw some beans. Chrome, but
no, every chrome that's right. And your chrome there, that's correct. You may find them. But the point is, in the individual households, what are you doing? Because the one about to be right? Do we make sure, say, we have some, be a bit bigger, right? Ain't be bigger, and we making air quality and no goom. And we are there because you're going to music every morning. You do on that every morning. You do it. Well, these are the things that are not saying leadership. You must be looking at how you can organize these things and be able to raise funds from the same people to pay for this cost. Say, I don't say but as we speak, in fact, Ghana, when we dissolve daughters, and we have daughters, fine, there we have a bit of a problem. Say, no, a place in your heart, what happens is because of the year one has a problem with a friend is saying, so why do we distort it at all? And when the leadership obia kusuya in the have me feel say in cancer and say found to be at the place but be a will be brain no idea or a party person, partisanship, you know, someone that's now these are the things and no corruption in every so in the end, no, your solution says and that's where we find ourselves wanting.
You here, Brian, for a year beyond, but there's one last story I would like us to touch on. My mommy panels, no be a panel, no 1 minute, and I come as a Ghana could soon be barred from exporting cocoa coffee upon commanded dates as say me by according to upon Nkrumah, the ban might happen because of the new legislation of the Europe. In the post he shared on Facebook, the minister indicated that the government was warned of this move by the Ghana embassy in Belgium, which has started working to ensure that the ban does not come into force. In Europe, there is a new legislation that should soon make Ghanaians cocoa and coffee unexportable to many international markets. The Ghana embassy in Belgium, under the leadership of the ambassador Senna Boateng, has moved swiftly to bring this to the attention of the government of Ghana. It has also commenced work on relegating Ghanaians and European interest in cocoa and coffee part of the post read. He's added that the Ghana and other cocoa producing countries in the West Africa sub-regions must act swiftly to ensure that they are on the same page with the European country. Now, just yesterday, not obi the post to be my and the caption was Ghana's cocoa ban. In Siciliano, Yenina to ho, and I Chinese for or more money assassin or move fire and edu call omukrum and now tons and tons of Ghana soy coin on the cocoa seed. This year they are producing it. And yen to me, anya who be I penning for no allowed it. And now, no, sisi the mbra, we are no the emran airway and say your cocoa because of chemicals or because of whatever way or the at all. No, he from the story, no, ye be banning. Na ye banning a Ghana, de bako a good. And cocoa has always been. Na say ye cocoa ni free honoma. Where are we?
Again, Nana, like we've been saying from the beginning of this program, if you are a Ghanaian, there's no way you have to be proud of yourself. Say we are Ghanaian, because and we don't really know how this world works. I say, you know, Bibia is going against us. Say, in from beer, bebo, we are seeing biano, affect ye. Say, Ukraine, affect Ghana. Say, Russia, affect Ghana. Even Togo, a tom bode moi, after Nigeria, tom bode moi, affect Ghana. What sort of people are we? Yen to me, planet, and say, yen kwa ye dear. You bet to me at tonight, even for 6 months in po. Not even in your 6 months, 1 month, crying to me. And say home for 1 month. Everything I was here to. And this is why I feel say Ghana for paying for should be ashamed. Now, say cocoa no you're banned from international market. You better. What are we going to do again? Because one,
say more.
This is something that has always been in the pipeline. Yen say is going to come and is coming. Nana. So Osha se ameno ka say se uko kromo ase okoto aduane a eye organica ne boye den se ne de fertilizer ne chemicals the same people omo ton organic aduane ama hiafo a yentumi ntoi. They are the same people who came to tell these poor people say the organic aduane na mukuta no enye enti munyai na munyu chemical munyi e de ni bi na mfanye de ama ne yeduane nyina no. You see a friend is genetically modified food, GMO. You modify you do anything now. You modify every year. Obviously, okay, modify now by international level. Into modify energy. Yes, for that is what has happened to your cocoa. The original cocoa I am nane tete kwasimuko we are the buyer. You to be dear to me abua Ghana amagana abeji edimpa abedu sese no. Some penny for a buyer. Say. Cocoa na idiana a chedodo enti ye twambu ne anje ayi se say baby adru no chemicals no dose ndodo enti abrofo no say omo nye den omo mpebie enti say no minim say ye this year de pe ne ye bande dia that's okay nemom ana say wo si ye twanua ni nyinagu ne say dua foforo. I don't know, Nana, how are we going to come out of this? Is it the cocoa nyane ne betwa gu ana say de aso na yate no enna omo mpe? We don't know. And now some more banning for how many years?
Now we don't know yet.
So we have to be ashamed of ourselves. So even the cocoa na the international market, you know, are they telling us they don't know the level of chemicals? I was see the cocoa. Just last week, cocoa fertilizers are. I was see a farmers no mu cocoa no. A private company afa. Fertilizers, you know, and no air bagging, no more they call Burkina Faso. What they were adding to those things, you know, we don't even know. So then corruption.
But that is another topic. Unfortunately, we couldn't even get a chance to explore that.
Yes.
Because that story, that McCarthy Hill, has even gone rampage because it's causing damage. The same as mercury, causing damage to the society, And they were asked, it's a Chinese company, and they were asked to stop. Yet they were building silos, and even there, that fertilizer, no, they are not doing it until say be a resolve it. But now it's on Ghana market. This is how much we
have to be ashamed. I mean, I can't stop saying how shameful we have to be for us to know, say, what we are, the situation we are in, so bad. You just talk about how uye hoho na uko Ghana.
You are rated higher than the citizen.
I will tell you a story.
2 minutes.
There is a minister now. Yeah, I don't want to mention his name. He went to a restaurant in Kumasi. Tio Yima. Oti restaurant ho. One na danfo. Omo tewa the table. Omo remu no. Table is on omo kotena. Omo so omo ho a ena restaurant owner na oye Ghana ni no. Ebeka che omo so omo sorry wo baby omo wo no. No montana baby fufro. No, oh, Charlie, what is it? I mean, say Sikakrana, we can afford. Inti, don't worry, we will pay. I say no. And yes, but they have to find somewhere to go and sit. Now, Yima, Minister, MP, sorry, Mr. Minister, MP, sorry, in a damfo. Eko tena table for frost. Omoko tena, you know, any 5 minutes. Guess who came in? Chinese for ebamu ebetena bebi omo wono ema omo de ye de akonya no ma omo.
That's a disgrace.
This is what we are talking about. Even an MP, Nana,
how much an ordinary person
was asked, say on sorry cut down the bed. If you don't see how serious some of these things are, then I don't know how serious you want situations to get before you realize that or minor ye woman. A great Ima.
Maminko Ima, so your time no is almost up. It's up, Puni. Ima, you talking about MCC? No, I've even lost the plots. Ghana Cocoa, I'm sure yeah, banned from the story we've read, and there is rumors that it's already been banned, but we don't have evidence. But the day table is a Kojo Ponkroma. By Belgium ambassador no they aba say yeah careful la ye bepane. How does that make you feel knowing say Ghana cocoa is something I cocoa has always been one of the tonyum class cocoa or may say, and now Ghana on the international market with cocoa is a no go area. How does that make you feel as a Ghanaian?
As a cocoa farmer stand, it is so sad. Nana, I don't think I disagree with this very statement from Kojo Ponkuma, because the issue that came out said Ghana's cocoa has been banned was because of chemicals. That's what I heard first. And to hear the story from Kojo Ponkuma as the information minister, I have my own questions to ask. Those questions maybe will not be answered. But Nana, from what the statement is here, I just said the European Commission in 2021 November came out with a legislative instrument on a matter of deforestation and forest degradation. Nana, I don't think, personally, I'll tell you, if I follow this statement, I don't think the Europeans or the EU, European Commission, they are so stupid. Say, say cocoa is planted in a forest, right? So if somebody tells me, say, because of carbon deforestation and forest degradation, Tina Yekacha say, to a cocoa biuma. Where do they expect us to get a cocoa from?
Yeah, to make the farm.
If you don't have the farm, you can't get a cocoa.
Yeah.
And
you have to
that's why you don't have cocoa in the northern part of Ghana.
Yeah.
On the desert, you can't plant cocoa. Cocoa only grows in the forest region. So if you tell me, say that is what they said in 2021, and therefore it's affecting Ghana and Cote d'Ivoire, you are telling me a lie. I'll tell you for a fact, say I believe, I don't know, I'm not saying I know, but I believe this all is coming from the fact of this chemicals now going through. Don't forget, say plants, no IEC or no IEC assassin or so. The plants get its food from the soil.
Yeah.
Right? Thefore, the seeds, the beans you get from the cocoa might be contaminated with some of these chemicals. And that is why I believe, I'm not saying I know, but only I believe say, it is the reason why they even want to ban us. So I because what they have a count, I because it's a strategy, I believe. Say it's a strategy just to try to move our attention from the fact that who say this is what is possible because government say or more than the government is still doing it. Therefore, it is my view only. Say, I won't rely on this very reportage. But we pray, say between our fight, near a way to be able to export our cocoa out of the country, because what happens is that you go to the Chinese one in our son. And AGC, your main or your friend mining companies, meaning Ghana interest. You see, as a matter of say, tax rate and 10%. We are not this kind of buying. Now buying a full plane or the actually near to you and the Casa back near me. So we have to pray that we don't get to that level, because Ghana, the only way of Ghana raising loans is cocoa syndicated loans. Greater quarter loan every year. Apart from now, Monday say your friend is saying, these are the kind of loan that they be a bond baby now is can you baby a cocoa syndicated loan has been the loans I actually for years. Yeah, you go syndicated loan before. But I don't have to you go down and say you need to going now.
Number two, you might or say upon chroma say forest degradation, and I'm a
but it's part of the article. The European Commission up in 2021. But the problem with upon chroma or the because of the country.
Yeah, but if you say forest degradation, say a cyanohydro, yeah, the Etiwa forest in these are the issues. These are the questions. And no could do a poem chroma. Is no general support to cyanohydro. So what
as an MP?
As an MP,
yes. Not just as a minister, but as an MP as well. He's voted for it. So these are the issues you have to look at. In fact, I beg to differ.
Yo, it's here for Senior Diako. So Yani Petri. Yani Dijumedian and Yana bro, because you see, grow your den on a dear San Crasafo. Right out of this program, making sure so we will feed you and happy because inspirational time. A beba na edenuma a bo at yem a bro for you to finish off your weekend before you start your Monday hectic week. Ain't you want to make be Mammy Diana and Nanahemaa and then soon for many of my yejuma. Kwaku Jesse Bones me boss back up pair on name Simon or Ashley. Ye looking into some of the cankers that Ghana, i.e. corruption. Yeah, you corruption is free no ma. I see who Obika say yeah papa can the Japan and I can see who watches the watchman. Says yeah, no penny now, but who is in charge of security when it gets to illegal mining and not yet the Munsamunyana abroad. Then we looked at flooding issues as this at to say Ghana baby biara. Now me catch us say and now share my home fair mediti haya me jump share on Facebook. I'll be on in na uko Ghana PanAfricanTeas.com. Omona and na address me kama ukwa obenya omona sponsor and net your program me ukwa obenya t-shirt TB and as a jumper they got it all different colors. I also bet to me and ya be a share anti-call nako support that we Ghana dear. Na ye se Ghana yensu ye dear and a ye na ye encourage ye Ghana for it doesn't so want to make be Mammy Diana and Nanahemaa. Bye bye.